It's evening here in Sanur and the sun has already set. The kites are flying up there. There's a bit of a party atmosphere around the place and the tide is low. Look how low that tide is. Have you seen it that low before? It's rarely that low. It's only usually that low around full moon time. Around full moon time, obviously you're getting much higher tides, but of course, conversely, you get those really low tides as well. And that is a really, really low one. I mean, I don't know how far off actual low tide that is, but it's pretty close. Today, I wanted to or this evening, I wanted to walk around Sanur at night. I usually go out during the day. That's just my thing because that's when I'm normally out and about. Today, I wanted to go out and have a look around town and check the situation, the situasi here in Sanur in the evening, because it's still high season here in Sanur. And during the day, it's actually been pretty quiet on the streets. Hasn't been that many people around. And it's been interesting when I've been going out at night and looking at, the restaurants and that sort of stuff. They're full. They're really packed. So I want to know if it's still like that at the moment. I want to see what the beachfront path is like at the moment. So we're going to have a bit of a walk through town. So come with me tonight here in Sanur and let's check out the situation in high season at night. Let's get stuck in. You can see the kites are still going here. It has been a little less windy of late and a little bit warmer. Although I must say this morning I felt cooler than I had done for the past week. So it looks like the weather might be sort of on the way to changing, but there's still enough breeze for these kites. So I'm actually starting off at Pantai Mertasari at the southern end of Sanur, which is mainly the local beach. This is where all the locals hang out. So if it's a weekend or sometimes even a public holiday, they will be down here all day and into the evening just hanging out. It's just a thing that the locals love to do at this end of the beach. They also like the northern end as well, but I just find that this one is much more popular because it's a massive car park here and I don't know, just has a bit more of a local feel about it. So you don't really see that many foreigners down here. I actually like it down here. They've got a few satay stalls, a few little warungs here, like proper warungs, like local ones. And then the sort of the path starts from this area. Yeah, so I'm now on the beachfront path here. And this goes about 5.8 Ks up to the harbour. The Sumitra is looking pretty good at the moment. With that infinity pool, which sort of stretches out onto the beach over this side. It's interesting, what happens in the tropics is the sun sets really fast. Like the sun has only just set. It's starting to get pretty dark pretty quickly. But what I generally find is that in the evenings along the beachfront path, a lot of people do actually come out to run because it does cool down pretty quickly when that sun goes down as well. As long as you haven't got that sun beating down on you and you've got a bit of a breeze, it can be quite pleasant. Oh, we've got a photo shoot. Hello. Yeah, I mean, it's still, even though it's low tide, I think it still looks pretty beautiful. I mean, it looks a bit like a swamp or mud flats, but I still do think it looks quite wonderful. I'll show you over here. That view over there is quite phenomenal, I reckon, As the sun sort of dips below the horizon, we just have those phenomenal scenes. Isn't it wonderful? Don't know if you can see those kites up there, but they really just have a great sort of backdrop to them. Because it's really an ultra low tide, when I look out towards the reef out there, I can see quite a few people out there picking through the rocks and there are some fishermen out there as well who are in the shallows. But there are just a lot of people just hanging out there. It looks like that tide is coming in though, so I reckon they wouldn't want to stay out there too long. Although, having said that, it never really gets too deep out there anyway. Like it's never, like you never get big waves sort of sweeping you away or whatever. It's usually pretty tame in there. The thing is at the moment, it is quite cool because that breeze is sort of blowing and because I'm on the beach front, it is quite cool. You get along that main street, sometimes the breeze is blocked by the buildings, but out here, it's just beautiful, just beautiful. Just coming up to one of probably the most southerly cafe in Sanur. This is the Genius Cafe. Opens pretty early, that place. It opens about 7 o'clock in the morning, although there's not usually too many people there at that time. Usually fighting with the dogs at that point in time. There's a sort of a pack of dogs that hangs around this particular cafe. and in the mornings they're always sort of hanging out around the chairs. But it is open up until, you know, dinner time, and it's pretty popular, like pretty popular for dinner. The next place up is the Mercure. But to be honest, the Mercure dinner never really seems to be that busy anyway. I mean, they have a buffet out there and that sort of stuff, but it's not like, it's not really crowded. In fact, most of the buffets along the beach, and there are a few of them, they never really seem to be that popular, to be honest. But that sort of makes sense, doesn't it? Because there are so many places to eat in Sanur, like it's just unlimited almost, places that you might want to try. You know, people are not necessarily going to want to have the hotel food all the time, are they? So, sort of makes sense. Straight off the bat, we've got a good word for you. Makes sense is masuk akal. Yeah, masuk akal basically translates straight to makes sense. There is another one which is similar, which is no wonder. That is pantas. Yeah, you'll hear that all the time. If your Indonesian is getting quite good, they'll say, how long have you been here for? And then you say, oh, well, I come every year and I've been coming for 30 years. Well, then they'll say, oh, pantas. No wonder you can speak so well because you've been here so often. The way I normally use masuk akal, the most common way I would use it is tidak masuk akal. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And you can say that about all sorts of stuff. If you don't like the traffic situation, or it doesn't really make sense, or there's some infrastructure thing you want to have a whinge about, it doesn't really make sense to me. There's a buffet over here at the Prama, and that band's playing an Indonesian song. I really love it when the live bands do play Indonesian songs. It's actually a great way to learn a bit of language as well, because you might not know every word they say, but you'll get the odd word that you've heard before or learnt before, and it sort of starts to make a little bit of sense. The situation around here at Lila Pantai and then over in Costa is fantastic. Costa is at one of these odd places because most of the time it does look a little bit, I don't know, a little bit dead, especially in the morning it looks a bit dead. They did try, I don't think they open for really early breakfast anymore. They used to, and just didn't work. But at night, really popular, really popular. That Lila Pantai is actually quite new. It's only recently reopened, only about a month or two ago that it reopened after a 2-year break, almost a 2-year break. What is it, 18-month break. They used to be up here on Pantai Duyung, and then they've opened back up here. Bigger and better, and I really love that place, I honestly do. And now that little section there has got 3 restaurants there, Bobby's, Lila Pantai and Costa. Those 3 places actually really give you a little bit of a selection there, which has been needed, to be honest, because there's a lot of sort of dead zones now up and down this beachfront path, and filling them in with little independent restaurants is great. When you're learning Indonesian, you need to come up with some stock phrases that you can bust out when people think you can speak better than you actually can. So one of the things that I sort of learnt very early on was to get a few stock phrases down, like saya lagi belajar bahasa Indonesia. I'm currently learning Indonesian. So you put that there, they say, okay, well the dude's learning, or the person's learning. They still don't know how good you are. And then you can say something like, saya tidak mengerti, I don't understand. And you can even put on a word on the end like semua or semuanya. Semuanya is probably more correct. It means I don't understand everything. But even just a short sentence like saya tidak mengerti without any other context works. I don't understand. And then they go, oh, all right, this person doesn't really speak as well as I thought they did. It's getting a bit dark around here. This is up to these bunch of warungs, which are not always open, but at the moment seem to have a little bit of business going on. Jackfish seems to be closing for the night, I think. These are a bit hit and miss at night, these places. Like, they sometimes are busy, sometimes not. At the moment, a few people here. Usually the ones further up are more busy. Up here, so the ones up here, the main one up here is 00. That's actually the busiest one. Bit of live music going on. This is 00. Pretty popular, this place. Hello.
Welcome to Bali.
Yeah, thank you. Woo. That's a good advertisement for Double O Bar. It's pretty good, that place. Like, people love it. And it sort of breaks up a few of the dead zones as well. Just after those bunch of warungs, there is this wall, this ugly looking wall. I don't know who owns it. There's a big property in there though. It's like a U-shaped property. And it backs onto the main street over there, Jalan Cemara, and also has a beachfront. And I saw it for sale once for 90 million US dollars. So if you're looking for a place to live in Bali, that might be the one for you. If you've got a cool 90 million US. We're now passing Pantai Semawang. Back there was Studi Pantai, which had a few people there, more popular with locals than foreigners for some reason. I have heard though that numbers have dropped there since that new 7 a.m. bakery's opened up in the northern end of town. That's what someone told me. I mean, that's interesting. Hey, this place is cool as well, the Nest. Like, the Nest is just fantastic. Everyone loves that. Well, not everyone, but like most people love this place. Spa and all that sort of stuff. Even if you're a bloke and you want to go and get a pedicure, it's okay by me. I won't rib on you. So we're coming up to Tapa, and Tapa is probably one of the busiest and one of the most popular restaurants along the beachfront, honestly. Always popular, this place. Maybe the other place that's really popular is probably, I reckon, La Playa. That's popular as well. But this place, Tapa, always so popular. They often have live music on there as well, so that it draws the crowds. This is Pier 8, which is attached to the Intercon. I mean, the Intercon, because it's a big chain, obviously it has a good reputation. Always fairly popular. They used to do breakfast down there in the mornings, but in recent times I haven't really seen the breakfast buffet being done down at the beachfront. They must be doing it back inside the main building somewhere these days. Along here, this is where a lot of those warungs used to be 18 months ago. When they demolished them, they said they were going to build a park and all this sort of stuff. Nothing's really happened for the past 18 months, but there seems to be something going on now. Yeah. So that is good. This is the fishing people's little hall, and that seems to be getting some work done on it at the moment. And then this little park sort of got put in, oh God, I don't know, 9 months ago or something like that, but nothing's really happened with it since. The trees have died and it sort of looks a little bit unkempt. But yeah, there is that big nasty aluminium or tin fence at the back as well, which doesn't look very nice, you know. So it would be nice if they actually made it look good and put something here that was of use rather than just, you know, all these sort of weeds and stuff. I mean, it's not awful, but that side's awful. It's all busted up, there's all rubbish up and down there. Like, it's just a really bad look on that side. And those platforms there were where all the tables and chairs were for all the restaurants that were up and down here. And it's just all sort of fallen into disrepair and is dilapidated now. All right, we're coming out of the dark now to a few different places that are interesting. So this is at Pantai Duyung at the end of Jalan Duyung, quite close to the Hyatt Hotel Massimo Southern Roundabout. And there are a few places here. Nare Lemo Beach Cafe. The next one up is Seagrass. And then the most popular place, especially at dinner time, even at lunchtime a bit, is La Playa. La Playa is actually really crazy popular. Usually full, although tonight it doesn't look as busy as it normally would be for some reason. Normally when I come past at night, it's just like really full. Yeah. Looks a bit dark in there as well. Looks like they've lost some of their lights. That's what it's looking like at the moment. That's actually right next door to the Hyatt. And because the Hyatt is such a massive hotel, of course, not everyone wants to eat at the Hyatt if they're staying there. So a lot of the spillover from the Hyatt comes down to places like La Playa and that sort of thing. Because going the opposite direction, there's not really a heap up there. All right, this is it. This is the main restaurant down the beachfront for the Hyatt, and it is beautiful. The food's fantastic. And there's always a really good atmosphere down here. It's just fantastic. And you can come here as an outside guest. Absolutely wonderful. Always got a bit of live music going. Not always, but most of the time. And yeah, look at it. Looks good, doesn't it? I mean, the path is fairly well lit around here, but it's not well lit everywhere. Now, originally that was sort of, it was a little bit of a criticism I had, I guess, of the way the path is. I actually don't mind it that much. When I sort of have gotten used to it, I don't mind it. Because I guess it's because I'm familiar where I am, but if you're not familiar with where you are, it can be a little bit disconcerting, and you might want to sort of take a torch or a headlamp or something like that. Your phone's okay. The torch on your phone is probably enough. It's not that bad, and the path is pretty good. It doesn't really have too many lumps and bumps in it, so you're probably not going to trip over. So they often have a beach barbecue down here. That's what the current prices are, $760,000. They're doing it 4 nights a week now. I don't think they were doing it 4 nights a week last time I was down here. It's been a little while. Yeah, it is quite nice. A quite nice buffet. I mean, they do very good food anyway, just generally here at the Hyatt, but when they put these buffets on, they're usually pretty spectacular. Look at this barbecue section. They've got grilling a bit of seafood over there. They've got a massive smoker, a massive smoker back there. They've got rotisserie chickens, they've got satay going. Yeah. It's not just a few guys slapping a few things on a grill and then saying, oh, we've got a buffet. They're proper, fully trained chefs. 5-star chefs doing their thing. So it's pretty good. This little section here, this is still part of the Hyatt because it's such a wide property. So a lot of their rooms are over here. But this little section here, it is glorious at any time of day. I mean, especially at night, it looks fantastic. But if you get the right sunlight as well, it can be beautiful. Look at this massive tree with a swing. And it's a place where a bunch of dogs hang out. And it's just very peaceful. It's just a very, very peaceful place. I really love it. If you're a runner and you come to Bali and you want to run along this path, sometimes in the morning, it might be too early for you to sort of get out. And by the time you're sort of out of bed, it might be too hot for a run. If you just leave it a little bit longer and come out at night, like at this time of night, it's probably a better option than running at 9 o'clock in the morning. Better than running at 8 o'clock in the morning, for sure, because at 8 o'clock in the morning, the sun's already beating down on you. So if you've already missed the boat, and it's sort of past 7:30, 8 o'clock, just wait until night time, and it's brilliant. You just got to watch where you step, I guess. Here's Andus. I just love this place. I just really love it. It's just all class for me. There's a few people here as well. Usually it's a little bit quiet, but it's sort of a level up from the Hyatt for me. And it's not that expensive. The meals there are not that expensive. They've got a bit of music going on. They've got a DJ plus a violinist, which is a pretty cool combo. I just love the food there and the prices. I think it's great. It is world class. Look at that, they've got a fire pit going and everything. And you can go and, they've got a s'mores bar. Oh, you can toast marshmallows and stuff out the front here. It's not cold, but you can sit around the fire and toast marshmallows and biscuits and stuff. Hello. I reckon that's a great idea. I love that. Really love that idea. I reckon next time I go on holiday somewhere that's not Bali and they have an Andus there, I might check out the prices to see if it's within my budget. I mean, the one in Bali is generally not in my budget. More than 5 million a night quite often. Depends on the time of year. And I reckon in high season it must be even more than that, but it's always pretty popular. But I'd love to stay there again. I've actually stayed at that place before. I got it for free. I was part of a wedding party and that was pretty cool. An amazing experience. I'm really appreciative for having it, to be honest. It's so good. This is Warung Pantai Indah. Proper warung on the beach. That's it. Yeah. Wooden tables, feet in the sand. Old school style. And there's not much else to it. Right next to the Penida view. Yeah. And the Penida view is named the Penida view because it has a view of Nusa Penida. Yeah, Nusa Penida's straight across there. Has a view of Nusa Penida straight across there. A viewer of the channel absolutely swears by that place. He loves it because it has a very homely feel to it. It's a bit old school, but it's not that expensive, has a great location, and he knows the people there. And you know when you get a place that you feel at home at, it doesn't really matter what the facilities are like. You just sort of feel at home every time you go there, and that's why he goes there. This is the Maya, frontage of the Maya. Seems pretty dark in there and quiet. Maybe they're having a break from the live music or something, but it's not very atmospheric at the moment. But it is busy. Wow. Wow, really busy. It is a bit dark though. Yeah. I mean, the thing is at the Maya, your options for eating outside are all on the roadside, not the beach side. There's not much really you can do as far as eating beachside goes, because I'm going into a dead zone here. Should I turn off here? I might just turn off here from the beachfront path and go down here, because I am entering a dead zone, which is about 500 metres nearly to Pantai Karang. So I'll go up here. Kopan, great coffee there. Kopan stands for Kopi Pantai. Yeah. Kopi Pantai, mantap. Okay, I'm going down this little gang here and it's pitch black. Now I'm not worried about falling in a ditch. I'm worried about stepping in dog poo. And when I say it's pitch black, I really do mean it. I've got a light on now and I'm going to use that to guide my way because it is crazy dark, crazy dark. So not advised to cut through this little alleyway. The problem with this alleyway is that the alternative is to go through that dead zone, which is equally as dark between Pantai Batujimbar and Pantai Karang. So this is Pantai Batujimbar. Yeah, and it's a bit of a really dark area between those two beaches because there aren't any hotels there. They're just like a few private villas and so forth. So it's just a long stretch. I mean, when I run it, it's my least favourite stretch to run, to be honest. Because it gets a lot of the heat, it's not really well maintained, because you know the owners of the villas don't really look after the path too much. It's not a pleasant part of the path anyway. So I think it's a good time to cut inland here. That's the location of the Parigata Hotel in this little alleyway, but it's actually pretty close when you look at it to the main road. So the main road's just up here, so it's not really that big a deal, and it is well lit between the Parigata and the main road. Supposed to be no spear fishing down to the beach, but these guys have spears. I'm not supposed to be doing that. That's what I heard anyway. Well, that's what one of the signs says, no spear fishing, and they've got a big spear. But I'm not going to tell them what to do because not my place to do so, is it really? Not my country. All right, I'm on the main road now. Let's get stuck along here. I'll get a bit of pace up here, and I don't get spotted that often at night usually, so yeah. Ulu Thai, nice little Thai restaurant. Pretty sort of quiet at the moment. Usually got a bit of live music on. Most of the places up and down here, a lot of the places here do have live music on. All right, across the road we have Brasserie Republic. Looks pretty busy at the moment. I've actually never been there, but it has pretty good reviews. So we can get over here before we get run over. And then across the road from, further up the road is Nessa Combi, which is a live music venue that gets very, very popular. Goes quite late as well. Right next to one another, El Commodore and Cork. Again, fairly popular at the moment. I mean, Cork maybe half full, I reckon. Up here on the right is Batujimbar Cafe. It's been around here forever. So there's a few people in there. Actually, inside in the air conditioning area is pretty full. Outside, not so many people. People love that place. Absolutely love it. Down the that's the Hotel 101, and down the back there's a bunch of places to eat as well down that little alleyway. But you're sort of without knowing anything about it, you're probably not going to go down there. So I'm just telling you, there's a couple of places to eat down there. You're going to zigzag through the dark, and there's some good places down there. Namely, Warung Old Brick and Warung Danaksa. That's the Artisadana like supermarket or department store or shopping place. Not bad, that place. Good place to park too. I'm going to cross the road for this one. Coming up is Warung Rainbow. I've actually recommended it quite a bit, so I reckon as I walk up, someone's going to notice me and I'm going to get them on camera. Let's see if we can do it. Because I can see a few people outside already. It's a pretty small place, only 5 tables, but it is very good. That's the place. Love this place. Now that's a guy I know.
You, Adam.
Good, how are you? Hello. That's a little cute little, is that a calico? I'm not quite sure if it's a calico or not, but that's a cute one. That guy's name is, like online, is Vingun. And he's been watching since the really early days of the channel, actually. And he's sort of winding down with his career. He's not fully wound down yet, like as most of us, we can't just switch off. So he's winding down his career and sort of doing part-time work and that sort of stuff. And spends a lot of time here in Bali now, especially in Sanur, and I run into him every now and then. You know. Oh, that's the craft beer house. Hey Lola. I don't really know much about that place, to be honest. Okay, that's Forchetta, which seems to be pretty popular tonight. Really popular Italian food. It's difficult, isn't it, with Italian food? I mean, there are so many Italian restaurants in Sanur. I mean, I haven't tried them all, and I just don't need to. Like, I've got my favourite pizzas, and that's about it, you know. But having said that, I have been to quite a few good Italian restaurants. There hasn't been too many bad ones at all, so that's probably a good one. Retro Kitchen, I love that place. Not too many people there at the moment. And then next door is the Medin Bali Cafe, which seems to be fairly popular, usually is. Bali moves across the road if you want to find a place to buy or rent. Inevitably, when I do a video like this and I'm pointing out all the different places around the place that I know about or have been to, I skip places, and I don't skip them because I don't like them or because I don't know anything about them. It's just because I can't mention every single place I go past. Just the way it is, you know. Three Monkeys, always popular, this place. Look at that, always popular. Pretty classy looking place too. I mean, you know, been around forever, of course. Been around forever. People love that place. Right, so we are at Resort Batujimbar. Sanur Resort Batujimbar, better get that right. And then over that side is the L Hotel and Resort. That's the sort of the new one that sort of opened up, not even that long ago, less than 6 months ago now. And then along here, there's a few new businesses, to be honest. The main one, and the one that's got a bit of a buzz about it, is Junse. Totally dark at the moment, so it's closed today for some reason. But that is, look, it's supposed to be like Japanese food. But yeah, really good. This is Cafe Dasa. You would have seen some of my videos about that place. Great food there. Really love that place. Worth a try. Definitely worth a try. The thing about that Junse place, it's very, very sharp and very modern. And I don't know how that like works here in Sanur. It seems that some of those places are succeeding here. So yeah, and the Wicked Parrot, of course, almost full. Almost full. Look at it, just brilliant. That is a really popular place, like honestly, just so popular. Live music, all that sort of stuff. So this rib place, Warung Steak, that's it there. And I don't know anything about it, but quite a few people on the channel have said you've got to go there because it's very good. Same as Mona Lisa. And when I look at how many people are in there, they look a little dark and pokey actually. So when you walk past, they don't look too enticing, both of them, both Mona Lisa and Rib. But they are constantly, on my channel, constantly recommended as a place where you go, oh, tabrakan. Wow. A little bit of a crash there between two ladies on motorbikes. You gotta watch yourself here. It's crazy. Okay, so that's the Basaki Beach Hotel, an older style place, but still pretty popular. A little bit cheaper because it's a little bit older. That place there is Warung Coconut Tree. Now, I want to sort of talk about that a little bit because, first of all, I've never been there, but it's another place that people have recommended to me. And you know what? That place at the moment is pretty full. So that's a pretty good indication that's a good place. It has an old Warung feel about it, not air conditioned. So I do like that. I reckon that's probably somewhere that I need to check out, honestly. That's a decent place to go and get pharmacy goods. It's open until 10 o'clock at night. Now, prices of stuff there is not the same as it's going to be everywhere else. Like, it might be slightly more expensive there because you're in a central area. So don't just go there thinking the price is the same there as it's going to be everywhere else. But that's not necessarily the case. So that's Kaluma, which has done really well Hello. I've got someone like sticking their fingers out at me. What's your name?
Good meeting, Jack. How are you, Adam?
Nice. How are you?
Steve.
Adam's my name.
New Zealand, yes, we know.
Yeah.
We see you a lot.
Yeah. Where you from? New Zealand?
From New Zealand.
Originally from the UK.
UK, yeah.
Oh, right. Whereabouts in the UK? The north? From Yorkshire?
Yorkshire.
Whereabouts in Yorkshire?
Brighouse.
Brighouse.
Between Halifax, Huddersfield and Leeds.
Oh, that's nice. How long are you over here for?
Another about 9 days.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to Lembogan Islands
Yes.
on Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
For only a couple of days. We should have stayed there longer. We went to Ubud for 5 days, and that were rammed.
Busy, isn't it?
Busy. Very busy, yeah. Very busy, yeah. Not as busy as Sanur.
Yeah.
It was rammed.
Yeah,
It was.
I agree. I really like Ubud, but it loses its appeal when you've got it when the traffic's bad.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Terima kasih.
Yeah, sama-sama. Sampai jumpa. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. I was talking about Kaluma, which is there, and then that is Sanur's most famous Royal Mangkrak. And then the Icon Mall is right next door over there, which I'm no fan of, but serves a purpose, doesn't it? All right, Happy Monkeys, very popular place, right across from the mall. It's interesting, the accents that I'm hearing all around the place, probably 95% European at the moment, which sort of makes sense. I mean, Europeans love Sanur. Aussies do like it, but they haven't embraced it as wholeheartedly as the Europeans have, which is a little bit strange. So I reckon Aussies, nearly all the Aussies are going to love this place. All right, this is Warung Little Bird, very popular, always popular, small little place. Again, another place that I haven't been to, and I have to go to, and you have to go there as well. And the reason I haven't been there is because if I want to do a review there, because it's really tightly packed, and like if I go in there filming, like I look like an absolute idiot, and it disturbs people as well. So I've got to pick my battles with those sorts of things. So I do need to go there and do a proper review of that place. So now, look, I know it's going to be brilliant. I've got to choose a night when they don't have live music as well, because they sometimes do have live music, and that sort of makes it difficult for me to even talk to the camera if there's a big band blaring. All right, we're going up to the end of Jalan Danau Tumbling, and it actually turns into Jalan Danau Toba up here. And this little section here is famous for the money changes. So keep that in mind if you need to change cash. That's where I go, up here. I can't guarantee you're not going to get ripped off, but I haven't yet. I don't think. That's part of the problem, isn't it? You don't really know. Warung Oda. That is somewhere that's interesting. They do a lot of local food, but also they do arak as well. Yeah, pretty popular with the locals. Interestingly, you don't find too many local places like that anymore along the main streets of Sanur. That one is one of them. There it is, BMC money changes, that's the one I go to. With most of those money changes, they give you like a fixed price, but you can negotiate. Like if you've got a lot of money to change, you can negotiate a different rate. Like even if you haven't got a lot of money to change, just negotiate anyway, you get a better fee. You get a better rate. So this place is Kubur Kalas. I've stayed there before, and that is a pretty good place for a cheap place. They'll do long-term rentals as well. They'll give you 2 weeks a month, discounts for longer stays. They don't have a swimming pool, but the rooms are fairly basic but good, air conditioning, hot water. I'd be quite happy to stay there a month easily, and you can negotiate a rate with them as well. So that's what's really good about that. Even if you just want to stay there for a week, I'd be pretty happy with it if I was getting a good price, which when I was there it was good. It was like 300,000 a night or something. So I'll just show you where we are. That is the Sindhu night market in there, and then the main road goes up there a little bit further. But today I'm going to take a left down here because I've got my eye on some dinner down here. I hope it's open. So that place there, Mama Tapas, is a good place for tapas. It's empty today, but that is a good place for dinner. And then down here, across the road from Cultured, is a little warung that most of you will know about these days, but not everyone. It's called Warung Mbotlu. And it's funny because I don't really feature it on the channel very much. I have reviewed it before on the channel a couple of years ago, but I actually really love it. And the food is fresh. The lady that owns the joint is very nice. The family is friendly. And the prices are harga terjangkau. Yeah, that's a really good way of saying like cheap prices in Indonesia, or family or friendly prices. Terjangkau means affordable or within your price range. You know. Now, if I can see Warung Saro down here, and the light's on, but it looks like no one's home, so I'm going to be in trouble here. She's closed. All right, now to Plan B. Well, Plan B is easy, isn't it? Go to the market. The market's not bad. Like, it's not my favourite place. Like, it's not like I rave about the market, but it's okay. Like, so not only do the market serve as a night market for the purposes of, you know, street food, during the morning times they serve, well, it's like a traditional market, pasar tradisional. And at night it's a pasar malam. So let's check it out. I'll just give you a quick run through before I go and select something of my own. Okay, what have we got? Yeah, so nasi goreng, mie goreng, fuyung hai, lontong sayur, bubur, lots of porridges. So pretty standard stuff. Mie ayam, which is just chicken noodles. The juice stall, soto ayam and chicken feet. Oh, hello. So cute. So cute. All right, and then down this side, I mean, there's a few different sides here. Oh, there you go. Bakso. Bakso is that the meatballs, local style meatballs, are springy like a Super Bowl. Mixed rice, nasi goreng, pretty standard stuff. Nasi bakar, sate kambing. Another fruit juice stall. Getting smoked out by the satay here. Satay going over there. Look at this. Old school way of doing it. Yeah. It's actually pretty busy down here, isn't it? It's actually a gorengan stall. Lots of gorengan there. Look at this, all this stuff. Yeah, they've got fried bananas in there. They've got pisang molen, cassava. Oh no, that's not cassava. I'm not sure what that is. I reckon I'm going to struggle to get a seat here. It's full. All the good places are full anyway.
Hi, mate.
Good, how are you? Good
Good, James.
How you going?
Good. I watch your videos all the time.
Do you really, mate?
Yeah, I come here all the time. And,
Do you? What, you come to Sanur all the time?
Yeah, I love the place. So,
Good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Do you feel relaxed here?
a lot more than the other place. I've tried everywhere else, but nothing about it.
Well, that's it. You feel the stress bleed away from you, don't you?
Yeah, everyone's nice. Place is beautiful.
Yeah.
Relaxed. And, yeah, no. Well, you from over there. I've
Did ya?
got to come to LA. So.
Oh, thank you for staying alone, mate.
No, you're doing great work, mate.
Thanks, mate. Have a good one.
Keep it up.
Have a nice dinner. All right, I'm going to move on. I'm actually not going to find a seat in there. Like, I could, but I don't want to have to push around and try and find a seat. And I've got my meal, and then I've got to find another. Like, I'm on my own. Can't sort of reserve a seat. So I'm going to see if I can go up here, because there's a little warung up here that I know is fantastic. If it's open. It may not be open, so we'll have a look. This is actually the market road, and along here there are lots of little warungs like this that are selling fruit and veg and offerings and so forth, coconuts. Yeah, so this place that I want to go to is called Warung Saro. And Warung Saro is an upmarket warung attached to a guest house. And I reckon they do some of the best pork satay going, so I'm going to go here. Hopefully I can get in there for a quick meal. It's in a family compound. Just look at the place. It's beautiful. They've actually got more locals in here at the moment than I've seen before. There aren't that many seats available. There's only this one here. I'll take that. I'm your YouTube man. I'm coming for some dinner. Have you already finished your dinner?
Not really. How are you going?
Good, good. What are your names?
Lynn?
Yeah.
Craig, Deborah.
Two Craigs?
Yeah.
Stereo.
Oh my God. Well, it makes it easy. I just remember one name now. Yeah.
So you go
Stereo.
100% right.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, we've just shared a couple of plates.
Yeah.
Just ordered the mains.
Nice, nice, yeah. Good food here.
Yeah.
Have you been here before?
Never.
But you did get them on.
A YouTube.
Did ya?
You have a lovely meal too.
Will do.
See you.
Well, I'll say hello to you because I'm just sitting right there. Okay, so I've got a thing called a vitamin C, which is like a healthy drink. Well, they call it healthy anyway, but we've got, oh, here we go. We've got my nasi goreng as well. They're actually famous here.
Hello, it's nasi goreng.
Nasi
From
goreng.
Warung Saro, Bali, Indonesia.
That's my nasi goreng, which I'm looking forward to. They're actually famous here for their pork satays. But I'm going to try the CU drink first, which it's got carrot and turmeric in it. Probably ginger, one of those things. Let's give it a go. Oh, that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so look at that. I'm not sure what we've got in there, but I think there might be a bit of pork. So the last time I had this nasi goreng, I loved it. They actually gave you a pork satay last time I came here, but they don't give you the pork satay anymore. So good. It's got a little bit of a spice in there. They give you this sambal, which looks deadly, it's like orange. I'll put a bunch of that in. Good sambal. There seems to be some ginger in there, yeah, torched ginger. And then there's bits of pork in there as well. So good. I actually reviewed this place a couple of years ago, and it's actually, well, it's one of my favourite nasi gorengs around the place. It's a little bit elevated, a little bit more expensive than a lot of places, but the quality's there and the setting's nice, and it's just very, very tasty. Very tasty. Highly recommend coming to Warung Saro.
Sanur dari.
Like
Like and subscribe.
Thank you, mate. See ya. All right. That's been a great sort of night out here. And I really want to thank Bula Vinaka, who suggested I come out at night. It's something I had said I was going to do, but never did. You'll remember probably a couple of months ago I came out at night and did a video on Sanur, and I thought, oh, I'm going to keep doing this, but I just never got around to it. So thank you for reminding me that I should do this. And thanks for coming along for the ride today here in Sanur at night. Really enjoyed taking you along for the ride. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all things Sanur and the rest of Indonesia. I'll catch you next time, and Sampai Jumpa.